That action has been and is still in effect up to now. Following that action, we had a meeting with the Ministers of State, Finance, and Health, as well as Senator Cuomo, the Chairman on Health Committee in the House of Senate, yesterday at the Ministerial Health, where we discussed a lot of issues. We could not reach them. And then we got back here today. Since then, we've been here discussing as colleagues. And fortunately for us, the chairman and co-chairman on the Health Committee in the House of Representatives, along with the minister, joined us in to appeal to us to see reason to suspend our go-slow action. We went indoor discussion, and then after all the formality and the tussle and holding around, we concluded on few issues. And we convinced them and agreed that a document will be signed between the legislature, the ministry, and the association, committing every party to the full implementation of these demands. And then this is the agreement signed by both parties, so we really short, and that represents the official statement of the association and the government of Liberia on the issue of health, of doctor salary, equipment, and benefits. May 15th, okay, I read the Liberia Medical Dental Association, May 15, 2018. Following discussion and deliberations relative to the doctors concerned, the LMDA, the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Liberia Jara, and the Legislative Committee on Health agree on the following. 1. That the list of doctors on the MOH ghost list be sent to the LMDA today for verification by the affected doctors. 2. That all doctors on the ghost list of the Ministry of Health be reinstated on the incentive and salary payroll effectively immediately. 3. That within 2 weeks as of today, the Ministry of Health makes full payment of arrears of doctors placed on the ghost list that is credited our account as of today's date, including May's salary. 4. That verification and placement of the 104 medical doctors who have been working for the ministry over the past year since May 2016 but have not been on the Liberian dollar payroll be adjusted as of July 2018. 5. That the proposed salary structure that the increment in doctor salary be included in the next budget year, that is the 2018-2019 budget year. You had a document in our first press conference, so you can make reference to it. You will see the scale there. That the Ministry of Health ensure the upgrading of all government health facilities in the Republic of Liberia. 7. That LMDA suspend the go-slow action within 48 hours beginning May 16, 2018. We are suspending our action. We are not putting off our action. We read it. That failure on the part of the government of Liberia, herein represented by the above names, to adhere to the count stated above, the LMDA will revert to its go-slow action immediately. So within the time framework, if these counts have not been addressed, we will reactivate our go-slow action. This time we will activate a full-scale strike action. That means all health facilities in the country will be shut down, both private and public. We thereby call on the government to fully comply to these terms and conditions contained in this document or other documents related to our demand. Signed, Dr. Louis M. Otto, President LMDA, Dr. Wilhelmina Jara, Minister of Health, Republic of Liberia, Honorable Sir H. Joseph, Chairman, House Committee on Health, the House of Representatives, Honorable Pharmacist Joseph Samobi, Co-Chair, the Representative Committee on Health, and Honorable Barrow W. Zwana, Representative District Number 2, Riverside County. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is our position statement.
Okay, so we'll take a few questions from the media.
This is an agreement, a discussion between a representative of the government, okay, and the association, and we were told that this is not a memorandum of understanding. So it is binding upon this party who represented the government. The Minister of Health signature is here. So we are not worried about authorization. If they can't obey, the Minister of Health, the Honorable Joseph, cannot obey that signature, it's easy. Just as people been crying for health services over the past 2 days, we go back there. At least society will hold them by these documents that they are effective signatures. So we're not worried about legality or not. They will discuss that in the law firm, and we will take our action.
Yeah. And Nelson Coley, I report for Private Radio. I'd like to know how soon do you expect to see that being released?
So, I mean, everything has a time frame. So we say in 2 weeks' time, okay, we expect the ghost list, okay, those who are the ghost list to receive the arrears, and then get the May pay. And by July, we expect that the salary increment will take place and our health system will begin to be upgraded. So every segment has its own time down. But the overall is come July 21st. If our salary is not increased, and the government, I mean, is not showing any sign that she begin to deploy the rifle equipment in the various facility, we will be brought back to our. And we can promise you for that. It's not a threat, it is a pledge to our nation. That if nothing is being done, we pledge allegiance to this country that we will strike until things are done.
My name is Willie from Fish Africa. You talk about salary, and you now specify salary range as you cover about. What's the least that you expect to have on the report?
So, to summarize for you, we say as soon as the doctor graduates from medical school, the minimum you should receive is 1,500 take-home United States dollars. Yeah, that's the new increment level. Okay, as of July 1st. They are receiving 600 now. We say no, as of July 1st, as the man graduates from medical school, the minimum salary take home after tax with deduction is 1,500. When you get your lesson, the minimum is 3,000. You become a resident, 4,000. Junior consultant, 5,000. Senior consultant, 6,000. It's simple. The government can do that. It's not huge money.
Okay, finally,
my name is Zeze Bala, and I report for the Bush Chicken. My concern has to do with you're talking about ghost names. And from what we gathered, these ghost names were removed by the internal audit. Okay, the guys at the internal audit.
Yeah.
Don't you think that it was expedient enough to have brought the guys from the internal audit into the meeting along with the finance minister? Because the document you just read, I did not hear the name of the finance minister and that of the internal audit.
So, the internal audit is not a problem. It's the problem of Ministerial Health. What I don't understand, even the auditors that they sent in the county, they could not reach to all the health centers because they said the road was bad. They sent that during the rainy season in September. Now, those are places that we can go. Even in the rain and in the shine, we can go. The internal audit said they can't reach there. They sat in one city and conclude that report and send it to the ministry. I would advise the minister to dissolve that audit team and find a better team that will do the work. And advise them not to do audit during the rainy season time, they do it during the dry season time. And we ask them also, okay, that when they are doing that audit, they should know clear that doctors perform different function. I may be in the hospital, I'm called for a county health meeting in Bon County. And I left my post to go for the meeting, and you keep being able to do hair count. Because I'm in a meeting, you say I'm not present, you call me a ghost. We said that has to be looked into. But that is a policy document we're going to be working on with the ministry and the designation over the past time to make sure this mistake is not occurring, does not recur.
The Minister of Finance, sir?
The Minister of Finance was in the meeting the last time. Okay, he was not in the meeting, so he could not sign a document that he wasn't involved into. We believe that the legislature have the power to put on the executive to do what they think is right for the people of Liberia. So we depend on the legislature to do that part. The finance minister will look for us if they don't do that part. The president will look for us if they didn't do that part. We're not going to look for anybody around here again. We're going to focus on our work and let the finance minister focus on his work. Health minister focus on his work, legislature focus on his work. Anybody breach your work, then there are consequences to be paid.
Thank you for coming.
Minister, Go ahead, sir. Just 2 minutes. Okay, Madam Minister, welcome to this interview.
Yes, thank you.
Can you just go ahead and brief us shortly about what happened in the meeting?
Well, the doctors have genuine issues. These issues came from the past that we inherited, but we are trying to straighten it out because they are an important part of the healthcare system, including all the other healthcare workers. So we have listened to their concerns and we have all come up with a conclusion that we will look into the issues and there are some deadlines set that we will comply with, and that they too will comply, that they will return to work within 48 hours. So that means those who are in town will go to work, and those who are out of town will have time to travel back to work.
Madam Minister, what are some of those issues and what are the deadlines?
Well, some of the issues were during the verification period, some people were placed on ghost names, but that issue has been sorted out because we have made a verification. Some people have not collected some of their salaries because the issue is there are Liberian dollar component and US dollar component, and they haven't been placed on a Liberian dollar salary. So we are going to work along with the finance ministry to make sure that some of these things happen.
Madam Minister, one of the issues the doctors raised was the issue of deleting their colleagues from the health ministry's payroll. Was that part of the agreement reached just now?
That's the same thing as the ghost names. So the ghost names have been sorted out.
You talk about deadline, Madam Minister.
Yeah, some of the deadline include it requires that the new salary structure or the new information be put to the new budget. So we will be looking into healthcare workers, including all of the doctors, for the new budget.
So we are running up until July because the new budget
Yes.
or year starts in July.
Yes.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, Honorable Sir Joseph is here. Sir, welcome.
Thank you.
You came here today, and I mean, it's been 2-3 hours now. You've been in a meeting with the doctors. What actually did you hear from them?
Well, the Health Standing Committee received this information about the action of the doctors, and it was told to immediately come to arrest the situation. So we were able to sit on the table, encourage them to work with the leadership, and then invite the health minister. And then we were able to look at the issues that they tried to raise. And then we came to a conclusion, we came to an understanding of what needs to be done to their concerns. And we are there, we all have an agreement. And there was an agreement signed between the Liberia Medical Dental Council and the Ministerial of Health. And the Health Committee were there to attest to those, to the document.
You care to tell us
making sure that those things are fully taken care of.
You care to tell us that agreement, sir?
Well, they raised issues about 104 doctors now being on payroll. So they have some areas for them. Doctors asking for additional funding to the payrolls and things. So those issues were all kind of taken care of, and as a committee and the Ministry of Health, we came to an understanding in making sure that we implement them. So our goal here is to first of all understand what the needs are, what we can handle, and then so we can focus on that. I think they were reasonable enough to give us the opportunity, and our imminent objective was to make sure that the strike action will not continue. I think it's better to take care of our people, and they are in line with us in that.
So how soon will this be?
Well, I can assure you in the shortest possible time. As I speak to you, the committee is making another move. I have with me here the co-chair, and then Honorable Baron Brown, also member of the committee. We're going to be making additional steps going to Ministry of Finance, making sure Baron Zawi, making sure that they are, handle those issues they have raised, so that the Ministry of Finance will fast track their payment. That's what we have.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.